This is my family photo when I coming in Singapore first time.
Why is your mom crying?
Yeah.
Is your grandmother also
Yes,
crying?
this is my grandmother.
She was also very
Crying.
sad.
Yes.
Today, I'm at a migrant workers' dormitory in Tuas to meet Sabuj, a marine shipyard supervisor who's going to teach me how to make Mutton Tehari. His Mutton Tehari has not only won over the hearts of his dorm mates, but I heard it has also won a cooking competition, so I'm super excited to see the chef in action.
Hey, Sabuj, how are you, man?
Alhamdulillah.
Finally, very happy to see you.
Now going is our mini market.
And we're going there to get ingredients for our dish?
Yes, cook is Mutton Tehari.
Alright, okay.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Okay.
So this supermarket right here is a place that you always go to get your groceries.
Yes.
It's like there's everything in here. So we're at the meat section right now, and we're gonna find some mutton or tehari. Okay.
Yeah.
We picked up a variety of spices, a load of green chilies, and some yogurt for our marinade. We managed to find all the ingredients we need at the supermarket in the dorm. We then headed back to Sabuj's room to get started on the tehari.
Assalamualaikum. Alright, Sabuj, can you take me through the ingredients that we have for our tehari?
There is here is mutton.
So you clean this with just
Yes,
water?
yes, yes. This chili, onion, mustard oil, especially.
Chili, onion,
Yeah.
and garlic. And this is
This
our masala, I suppose?
Yeah, our tehari masala.
And then we have our whole masala.
Yeah,
So cinnamon, cloves, cardamom, and bay leaf.
Yes.
So I suppose this goes into the rice later on.
Yes.
Get it? Okay.
Sabuj told me that he often cooks together with his friends before going for prayers, so when they come back, they get to eat a lovely meal together.
I think the neatest trick that I learned today was how yogurt and lime juice actually works in taking out all that intense, strong flavors on mutton. So when you put all the spices, all the masala,
Yes.
do you have to marinate this for some time, or we can just cook?
Yeah, if you
straight
can
away?
magnate also maybe 30 minutes.
When did you learn how to cook tehari?
Our country, Bangladesh, because my mother is cook small time too. That time to learn, that time is small. Then my mother, when he cook, I go is behind.
Oh, okay. So when your mother's cooking in the kitchen, you come and
Yeah.
you come and see her cook.
Yes, yes.
Do you miss your family back home?
Yeah, of course. Because when I small, that time my mother, my sister cook for me. I eat. Then when I cook, I think maybe my mother together then can eat together and enjoy and happy.
Right.
Yeah.
While waiting for the mutton tehari to braise, I asked Sabuj about his family back home in Bangladesh.
My full family here. This my small sister. This my father. This mother. My big sister and second sister. Yes.
You see your mother crying.
Yeah.
She's just holding your hand like
Yes,
she doesn't want to
correct.
leave you.
Yeah.
Why is your mom crying?
Yeah, because I come back when this last day Bangladesh first time I come Singapore that day.
Oh, was this picture taken before you left for
Yes,
Singapore?
with my home.
Is your grandmother also
Yes,
crying?
this is my grandmother.
She was also very
Crying.
sad.
Yes, that time because he loved me so much.
After learning more about Sabuj's journey, it was time to check back on the mutton tehari.
You can already start smelling the spices coming out, but surprisingly, it's not as intense that I think it would be. Yeah, I'm very excited to see how this is gonna turn out. And then right after this, we're just boiling some rice, while the meat cooks for a bit further.
Next, we're going to fry our aromatics in some ghee. Next, we'll add in our washed basmati rice. And then we added even more green chilies.
So what they're doing right now as well is to separate the rice and the meat into two different pots.
Yeah, now is our mutton and rice and water together mix up, and I put in rice cooker.
And then we just cook it until it's fully cooked.
Yes.
And then after it's ready to eat.
Yeah, after
Finally.
ready to eat.
After spending the day with him, I also found out that Sabuj is actually a certified imam. I had the humbling opportunity to perform the dusk prayers, and for me, it was a special moment which evoked a feeling that was hard to explain. So that was a wonderful experience during Salat.
2016 or 17.
Hmm.
That time is new building this, choose this location,
Uh-huh.
then praying start here.
Further in the conversation, I learned that Sabuj helped set up a dedicated prayer area for the dorm. So I can smell all the goodness, all the spices out already.
Yeah, you can check.
And this is ready to eat.
Yeah,
ready
ready
to
to
go.
eat. Yes.
And what do we have here as the side dishes or the
Yes.
accompaniments? Let me scoop one. So this is like the complete set of a tehari. It's rare that I have mutton like this.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, especially when you marinate it with the yogurt, with the lime juice as
Lime.
well, it takes out a lot of that very gamey taste, the very
right.
strong taste. And very surprising because there was a lot of green chili paddies which went inside, but it's not spicy at all. So I'm gonna add a bit of spice. It's so good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for making this.
Yeah.
So you've been here like about 14, 15 years, right?
Yeah, correct.
Do you like to be in Singapore?
Yeah, now I like because here is now familiar or everyone.
Like with your friends? And
Yeah,
your-
many
your
friends.
roommates?
Yes.
Mm.
Now I like because clean up, everything is good,
Mhm.
very nice, and beautiful country also.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like Singapore.
Thank you so much for sharing this wonderful food.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. It was not only food for my stomach, but also food for my soul, for my heart, and I feel so inspired. I think with your story, right, and sort of like the sacrifice that you make, being so far away from home, to come here to leave family, and also to make a living. But I'm so glad that you have friends and you make your own family
Yes.
here in Singapore. I had a very humbling experience today, hanging out with Sabu, cooking with him, and hanging out with his friends. Being so far away, you always want to find a piece of home. I'm so glad that Sabuj found that place, that safe place, and that safe spot with his friends right here. Now, if you like this episode of Eat the World, be sure to tune in to see more episodes like this.